An island-wide power outage has caused major businesses in the island's capital to be closed for most of the day. Even the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission's office in Scarborough was out of power and padlocked. Details in this report.
It was reported to Tobago Channel 5 that electricity went from as early as 4:30 a.m. It eventually came back in certain areas, but areas in and around Scarborough were still out of power for up to 12 hours. Waterfront Drugstore, Viewport Supermarket, Subway and Royal Castle were among the many businesses affected as a result of the power outage. Workers at these businesses could have been seen just sitting around inside, perhaps waiting for that moment when the electricity comes back. Those businesses that were lit even while there was no electricity obviously had generators. Caller Store Newsroom even complained about the Scarborough police station being in darkness and extremely hot, adding that the generators at the station are malfunctioning. While driving through Scarborough, we also noticed that the gate to T&TEC's office was chained and padlocked. It seemed as though there was no electricity there either. The office appeared dark. Traffic lights also had to be powered by generators. Several calls to T&TEC's office in Tobago went unanswered. However, calls to Trinidad's main office were answered, and we were transferred a number of times until we were given a private number for Corporate Communications Manager, Ms. Annabelle Brasnell. A senior T&TEC employee indicated that the suspected problem is a broken line from Trinidad. Patricia Nicholson, Channel 5 News.
Meanwhile, we contacted Corporate Communications Manager of T&TEC, Annabelle Brasnell. Ms. Brasnell apologized to T&TEC's customers in Tobago who have been without power for a number of hours. She went on to explain the cause of the outage.
First outage took place at around 10 minutes to 5 a.m. this morning, and at that time the entire island went down. What happened was that there was a trip on our link from Trinidad, one of our links from Trinidad to the Milford substation, and that caused two of our generation machines at the Cove Power Plant to shut down. We were able to restore power to almost the entire island. Between 5:17 a.m. we got one part of that, the southwestern end of the island was back up at 5:17.
She said power was subsequently restored to Plymouth, Chauvin, and to some customers who are served by the Scarborough substation by 8:02 a.m.
What happened, unfortunately, was that an additional fault happened at the Scarborough substation. There was an explosion on one of the switchboards at that substation. We haven't found out the cause of the explosion as yet, but that created a further delay in restoring the power to the balance of customers served by the Scarborough substation. So as it is now, we have about 40% of the customers in Tobago without power, and they have been out for the longest.
Brasnell assured that the engineers in Scarborough are working on restoring the power. She said they identified the part which was damaged in the explosion and have since received the new part and are testing it. It was expected that power would be restored by 5 p.m. today.